Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WUB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is the show my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect on selfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WUB. And all the things that must happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WUB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play a role, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling is the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in, WUB. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WUB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is the show my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect on selfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WUB. And all the things that must happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WUB. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WUB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is the show my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect on selfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WUB. And all the things that must happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WUB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play a role, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling is the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in, WUB. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WUB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is the show my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect on selfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WUB. And all the things that must happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. wake up Belize. Another day is here. Wake up Belize, wake up Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up Belize, wake up Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up Belize, wake up Belize. Voice of opinion and place no calling WUB.
Good morning, Belize. Welcome to the WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's Tuesday, 19th of May, 2026. I'm Mose. I'm hosting WUB for today, live on Creme Radio and on XTV. We want to welcome you all to the house. You're to listen, you're to watch, you're online, you're on our apps, you're on simulcast coverage. We just love that you're there, being a part of our day, starting the day. We know your mornings are busy, but we're glad you've started here. Trust that you're feeling great, your energy is high, your vibrations positive, and of course, we want you to spend quality time. So, hope that you're not too busy. Morning is spacious enough. Because we don't only want you to listen or watch. You know this is the WUB. We want to hear you. We want to take the time out. Give it a call. That's what this is about. Before we get there, though, you know how it works out. We got some openers for you. We've got your morning news. Before we do that, we've got your latest general weather forecast from the National Meteorological Service. We got forecaster Catherine Cumberbatch with that information.
A moderate to strong easterly airflow prevails. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for mostly sunny and warm conditions today, and high temperatures are expected to reach 90 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, to 96 inland, and 84 over the mountains. Tonight will be breezy and skies will be clear to partly cloudy, with low temperatures of 83 along coastal areas, 74 inland, and 68 in the higher elevations. Showers, if any, will be light and isolated. The wind will blow from the east at 10 to 20 knots, and the sea state will be moderate to rough. A small craft caution remains in effect for occasionally gusty winds and locally rough seas, especially beyond the Barrow Reef. Operators of small craft should exercise caution. A high tide will occur at 40 minutes past 11 this morning, a low at 6:58 p.m., and then a high at 1:15 a.m., and a low at 5:50 tomorrow morning. The sun rose at 5:19 this morning and will set at 19 minutes past 6. The moon will rise at 1 minute past 8 this morning and set at 9:48 tonight. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for mainly fair weather with little to no rain. In the sargassum forecast, there is the possibility that a few more sargassum mats could drift ashore during the coming days, resulting in moderate impacts on beaches across the country. And in the fire forecast, the risk for forest and brush fires will continue to be high over the next 24 hours. And with that, we conclude this morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989. Creme FM presents the news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
And now, now your morning news. More than a dozen conservation groups, community organizations, and the Placentia Village Council have issued a joint statement expressing what they describe as profound and collective frustration with the government's handling of Belize's sensitive marine and coastal ecosystems. The signatories say Belizeans who depend on these resources are witnessing the daily degradation of mangroves, seagrass beds, beaches, fishing flats, and coral reefs. They note that despite repeated requests, authorities routinely ignore meaningful dialogue, transparency on proposed developments, and even basic updates on the status of required permits. The groups point to illegal dredging, unpermitted mangrove clearing, wastewater dumping, and weak monitoring of mitigation measures. They argue that the failure to issue strict penalties, suspend permits, or halt operations when developers violate their environmental compliance plans has created a culture of impunity, particularly for repeat offenders. Too often, they say, violations are only addressed after irreversible damage has already occurred. The coalition is calling on the government of Belize to immediately suspend all approval processes for developments within protected areas and sensitive habitats, including Bacalao Chico, Holchan Marine Reserve, the Placencia Peninsula, Corazal Bay Wildlife Sanctuary, and offshore Keys, until a new system is established that includes co-managers, local councils, and relevant agencies in reviewing coastal development decisions. While the group demands that all necessary resources be deployed to ensure strict enforcement of existing environmental laws, the Department of the Environment admits that limitations in that regard. The Chief Environmental Officer, Anthony Mai, says they rely on members of the public serving as whistleblowers.
And even if you have 100 persons working at the department and the mining unit, we will still not be able to monitor all the work that we ought to do. But I mean, we can't use that as an example. To me, how this situation transpired is a clear indication of how well the system works, right? And when I talk about the system, I don't talk about the government system. I talk about how environmental issues are managed throughout the country, right? And so the government, in this case, the Department of Environment, the mining unit, issued a permit to do works within the environment. It appears that the work was not going according to the approval, and interested persons on the ground notified the government departments of what was happening. We went out, we stopped the activity immediately and asked for it to remove. We will do the proper investigation and due diligence to see how to move forward. So what I'm trying to say is that we don't need to have enough personnel to be able to monitor every single permit that we have. I think the public does a very good job at reporting illegal activities when they become apparent. I mean, imagine a development going on, activities going on at Funky, right? We receive information that dredging is going on in Funky. So we always get good information. We always get good reports from the public, and we investigate every single one of them. So the system is working.
Mai also admitted that the fines for environmental offenses may now be too low to deter offenses.
Passed in 1992, the environmental laws had some of the highest penalties back then, right? So our legislation were referred to as being very progressive because it had stiff penalties. The highest penalties that we have in our environmental law is 200,000 Belize dollars. Below that is $100,000, and then we have $50,000, $25,000, and $5,000. Now, even $100,000, for example, I've heard where people believe that for large development, when you charge them $100,000, some development will take that loss in the initial stage and know that they will have to pay a fine. So they will just go ahead and violate the law and then pay that fee. So unfortunately for us, this is what is in the law. I can't legally charge anyone beyond what is within the environmental law. So if you're asking me if we need to review and revise the increase of those penalties, I would say that that is something that we could look at potentially to see how we move forward. But it cannot be, it has to be a very open, broad, and sober conversation on what the realistic amount would be. Our environmental laws have, again, they're progressive, so they have a ceiling and a flooring in terms of what we could charge. And even if we go to court with some of these violations, the magistrates are bound to charge penalties between the flooring and the ceiling. And so, yeah, but in terms of having a real conversation on increasing penalties for environmental matters, I mean, I'm not averse to that. I think that's something that we definitely.
We understand there's already a move to increase fines as well as permit fees that are also considered to be very low. A Belizean teacher posted at Eden Seventh-day Adventist Primary School has been charged with rape following a report filed by a primary school student. The teacher has been identified as 41-year-old Elias Ishmael Zib from Bullet Tree Falls. ASP Stacey Smith said he was charged with 4 counts of assault and 2 counts of rape.
Police have formally arrested and charged 41-year-old Elias Ismail Zib, a Belizean teacher of Bullet Tree, for 4 counts of sexual assault and 2 counts of rape. These charges are in relation to incidents which occurred between October 2025 and March of 2026 in relation to a female minor being below the age of 16.
The Ministry of Immigration has issued an international alert regarding 2 missing nationality certificates from the Belmopan office. Minister Mose says the serial number applies to a batch that was issued in October last year. It has not yet been determined if the documents were stolen, lost, or there was a misprint.
It came to the attention a few weeks ago to the ministry that there were 2 serial numbers, 2 particular certificates where the serial numbers were missing. Those 2 nationality certificates were missing. Whether that is as a result of a misprint, lost, or stolen is still yet to be determined. Why we wanted to take action on it is to raise an alert, whether at the Interpol level or even our local level. We're doing our checks to make sure those particular nationality certificates were not utilized to get a passport. And if they were, it would absolutely be cancelled. And so that process is taking place, that review, between now and last year, October, because that was when that batch was open. And so we're looking to see that no one has applied for a passport, but at the same time, like I said, raising an international alert, because it's not only for the purposes of getting a passport, which is more than likely what, if it is that it was nefariously taken, that would be the intention, but maybe even using it internationally, the nationality certificate. And so that's the importance of raising the international flag on Interpol to make sure that we put out those serial numbers.
On Saturday night, San Ignacio police were called to the Hillview area of Santa Elena, Cayo, following reports of gunshots. Police encountered a man, Joel Sierra, who had fired shots into the air a short while before. According to police, Sierra was behaving in a manner suggesting he was under the influence of illicit drugs. He was taken for medical treatment but passed away shortly after from a suspected drug overdose. ASP Stacey Smith said a post-mortem examination will determine the cause of death.
San Ignacio police received information of a shooting incident in the Hillview area of Santa Elena town. The officers proceeded where they met with a male person who was in a hyperventilated state, and they also observed a number of expended shells. And a further search of the area where this individual was found, they recovered a 9mm pistol. The male person was escorted to the hospital for medical attention, where preliminary indications suggest that he was under the influence of prohibited substance. The male person passed away sometime around 8:30 p.m. on Saturday, and a post-mortem examination is pending to ascertain the cause of death. A further check of the area, video footage in the area, showed the male person, who has since been identified as Joel Sierra, running along the street with a firearm in his hand and discharging rounds into the air.
And that brings us to the end of the morning news update. We'll take ourselves a small break. When we come back on the other side, you know how the thing works. We tell Carleen, open up the house for conversation right here on Creme Radio and on XTV. We'll be right back.
Informative, accurate, current information. Creme's newscast. Local, regional, and international news. Weather and sports. Informative, accurate.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together. Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
All right, welcome back. WUB Wake Up Believes Morning Vibes, Tuesday morning, the 19th of May, 2026, and you are live on Creme Radio and on XTV, and we're glad that you are. We want to invite you now to make the big step. We actually to do the big move. Just grab the phone. Give a call. We're open for the business of conversation. This is what we come here to do. And try see if we could get you on. Creme, good morning, WB.
Morning, brother.
Where you going, Belgian?
What you say?
Boy, we're there, you know. Give thanks.
As we showed,
You don't put in your man in work.
Yeah, man, you know, hey, nothing more pleasing and refreshing than just get up to the beautiful country of Gropina with nice breeze, nice weather. Man, the rich lifestyle.
Rich
what do you mean? Huh? You don't have to get money for rich, you know.
Huh?
You don't have to get money for rich, you have to appreciate life.
That wisdom, brother, that wisdom.
Anyway, you know, we got a big barbecue this Friday.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No SMG. We said it, I waste my time on fighting them big words, because then the fire waste my time.
It sung to me like you gave an assignment this morning. It sung to me like I don't like the idea, because I tell the brethren, I tried calling her yesterday to put on live on here, because you know the he pushed and the he organized up everything. So I want the man come in and, you know, represent. So I tell him, well, I never get you yesterday, so and then also to put the man to answer to Collymore where they talk about if he don't get 2 flour tortilla, he want burn out the barbecue, you know, and Collymore the man we love to burn out. Huh?
Collymore the man they talk truth.
Yeah, you know, man we want to burn out things. So I want you know, the brethren address Collymore concerns. You know, because we all had a thing that tell Collymore is he could get as much flour tortilla as he willing to pay for.
Well, Collymore, you listen. You listen, and I want you to listen very carefully, man of wisdom. They tortilla that are just tortilla.
They don't see through. You know, got some flour tortilla with a see through.
I will repeat. They tortilla that are just tortilla. Their tortilla is well massaged. If I didn't make mistake right now, no, one of the person, because I don't one person make their tortilla is made by people who make tortilla for yards. Tortilla specialists. You know about tortilla specialists? Huh? What do you call them more? Collymore grew up on tortilla and fried beans, you know. So you know good tortilla.
That's about, see, Collymore primary concern wasn't the quality of the tortilla or whether I get massage good or whatever. Collymore concern is the quantity that my brother will love ample amount. So, you know, the man say he can't he don't want no barbecue, he got no 1 flour tortilla. This is the issue.
No. We don't listen to me. This barbecue is a regular barbecue no more. This barbecue is a barbecue part. You sit down, you go over things, you put in the pots, the cans, you know everything. If you could pay any amount of things, you could pay for it.
So before you go,
I could better eat more than 1 tortilla.
No, I think we just have to. I agree with you. Will say Collymore to not only come buy barbecue, you have to come make a donation of flour and stop the quarrel we about the amount of flour tortilla. But that for when he call. But I just want to make people understand, set the back story or set the context of what they go on. there is no, this is not just one barbecue where I just, you know, because, well, it's a part, whole comprehensive. We have to do all the different manner of things to try defend what we do, because 2026 is different. You know,
Yeah.
the way we used to work in the past, not the work. The advertising game is lame, you know, it's like it's really the bottom just to drop out of that. Advertisers do different things into their own things, and some might also malice, some might the bad mind, but we can't watch that because everybody got the right to choose what they want to choose. But we have to understand this business where we do, like, we have to protect this. We can't go and, you know, nobody can tell you what to say. I'll tell you what to deal with just to have the ads pan here. We can't live like that. So we have to reach out, and the reason why we there after so much years, over a half century, the reason why we there, not because we are the greatest business people, because the people look out and have supported every step of the way, especially when things get fragile, especially when things get narrow, especially when things get bleak. Or we could look back in our history pages and we could see that the people stand and keep the thing upright. So the barbecue and the other things that we're involved in, and things we have been involved in, and the things we have, we you know, you want to find out more where we do and different things, because I know one thing, I know one flavor of support we look for. But right now, the first thing we deal with for the summer, because I really done the summer breads, that is barbecue on Friday, and from 11 until 1:30. Now I set the table. Do your polishing and your varnishing. Go there strong.
Mose, I want to say this.
No MSG. That money my pet peeve. That the man big thing.
Yeah, takes it up about 20 times, make it get it right.
Yes.
You know?
Monosodium glutamate.
You touch a thing the most. You touch a thing the way I want stretch one leave it. And I want people get more wide understanding of some of the challenges we face as a company where...
No, I don't go any. Listen to me. No. Because everybody got a burden. We don't lay out. We're not going in.
That's what it says.
Okay.
But what it says in a whole is that it is sure that all business people, don't want set of business people, with the talk about the registration to the taxi man, from the taxi man to the food vendor, to the taco lady. You get where I come from?
Yes, sir.
So what it says is that I want people know when it rains, that not one house stop.
Gotcha.
When one thing up in this place, it don't affect one set of people.
Right.
It affects everybody. I never go to them if you don't know preaching to them.
Yeah, but they
what positive conversation is money in terms of
but you start preach. So back to the barbecue, because I don't want you to miss your assignment.
Why you don't say I tell about you?
Don't be sensitive. I said to you, you know that Benjamin, you listen carefully to you right now, and he want your focus on for him barbecue. So I say
yeah. Hey, follow the assignment, no?
Follow the assignment, brother.
Hey, listen to me. All this conversation, they are right back into the barbecue, like, you know. See? But you know what? People, this Friday, right the Amandala compound, all right? Check me out. You know? We have got, trust me, we have got sausage, we have got chicken, we have got combo. You know, we also got some cool wash tongue. Nice juice to wash tongue and thing. Right? But trust me, the barbecue speak for itself.
I think I think maybe the Belgian could have confirmed, but we began an offer yesterday from Wilmer here from give thanks Pakli from Kopali Rum Party. The man makes some donation for a couple of 1 or 2 cocktails and so.
Then they don't touch down.
Then they touch down.
touchdown.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You know your
I
call.
understand. I also understand. This will be my first. No, this will be my second time. You take a drink, but you go get some soda, soda water. I go get the cranberry. That last thing the man tell me.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then from all my drink, I mix the cranberry. So trust me, you know they don't touch down. They're ready for the show. They touch down. All right. The chicken don't touch down. Sausage touch down. The coleslaw to that's all regular coleslaw. This is a coleslaw like with the cool. This is a coleslaw when you pick it up. You know, they make an easy trip. You understand? So, yeah, man, you ready? And the stage don't sit. Yes, man, the group don't sit down the stage. So, the whole performance on the ground. Check. And we are ready early. Remember, we are ready early. So, everybody is invited. You know, the show is well put together. All right? Chicken don't touch down. You know, sausage touchdown. Well, let me talk about the beans. Because the beans bring the whole band. Yes, the beans bring onion, sweet pepper, garlic, black pepper. The beans bring the whole band. And with the beans, the Sunday with beans. Okay. You hear me?
I did listen, brother.
All right.
I did listen to you. I noticed you to make sure that you cover the assignment thoroughly and completely, no?
Listen, yeah, you know, wow, we're not going through that, but guess what, man? You know what the street is saying? The people are kind of upset right now, kind of want to know how them people have figured out how they are lock up the two bridges there with the control of traffic, and then if traffic they give one problem right now. I don't know. Well, I say I don't know because you move early, but between 7 to 8:30.
I know how you get.
The traffic, I go out there and I witness it, and
I know how you get. But
we want start to have people to go to hospital for road rage. Road you call it?
Yes, but no
right.
predict, no speak them things into existence.
Yeah, but listen to me, man. You like that? Listen to me, no? Listen to me, man. You know, me can explain.
Right.
There's always an explanation for everything. Right? The reason why I said that is because believers they're used to that. So that's like one kind of new thing today. Alright? But you know what people know the control itself, but the reason why I'm saying this because this is things I say they start slowly. You know? I see through Barbara Harris, I see by Mahogany, I see Western Avenue, all right, I see on the highway, both highways, and I also see on Boulevard. And Boulevard that is clog. That will clog up everything. Then you know what one of the things we could piss me off. No. Piss bother me, and I know everybody agree with me. Then my still want to hollow checkpoint at that time there. I don't know who is responsible to give the authority and the others to hollow checkpoint for a certain time, but that don't work. That add to it. You understand? You have to know to hollow checkpoint. But I go back to where I figure that next time when the hustling start. Because when you go get everybody can right there, your palms in your hand. So
in fairness to the
who right dirty and who right dirty and who don't like the right little in their bank.
So in fairness to the traffic officers, they're gonna under quotas, and so they
under what mode?
They got under quotas, like they have to give out certain amount of then things. You know, I don't know if that daily or weekly or whatever, but they got
that's how that work.
They got under quota, like if you not meet them quota, they under pressure. So
you have to give it a book.
They under pressure. They got their quotas. So
but you even know that part of the job description.
They got under quotas.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what they pop up anytime.
So. But listen to me. You know whether or not they intend for Because you and I both know that you got a bunch of boatmen where they you know, say west north of the bridges going up towards Chetomal Street Bridge, and so they have to count down the creek to get out, no? Unless they, I don't know what they want to do for try to make people go the other way, but the way how fishermen come and then boats come that come on the bridge. So when you put one temporary bridge, you have to high enough for them boats come under, no?
Really?
I don't know how they build it. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they build it temporary.
I see the man in bodybuilding. The man in bodybuilding might be tricked. I think about 5 million now in the street to see people, because I also walk on people and tell me the building. You know what I keep.
But the temporary bridges they will have to be they by themselves pretty expensive. You can't be. They're not like you just to create one lead boardwalk. You have to could carry vehicle and boom boom boom.
Yeah, but make I ask you this.
Right.
Make I ask you this. Make I hear we go for say about this. You think it makes sense to lock up the two bridges to do work at the same time? What do you think?
I don't. I think it's I think it's a very poor choice. I don't know. There must be some specific reason why they would approach it that way. I can't believe that they would have just decide to do that because they think that the most effective way to go about it. There must be some.
I will give credit to the engineer, because I don't know an engineer.
Right.
They know why they must say. They must know why they do it.
I don't think that it makes sense, to be honest with you. My view.
Yeah, but they can't get rid of a swing bridge. They need to at least when I mean get rid of a swing bridge, when they move it from there, they can't dash that way. That could lose some way. All I have to do is try. I don't think it damaged that bad that it don't good again. It could use a 400 villages.
You know, I just think like
they could sell it to artifacts.
Listen, I have to be honest. Again, I spoke on this yesterday. I'm not try just be sentimental for sentimental sake. I think that we get rid of a lot of things where represent a certain amount of historical value, right? Like we knocked down a lot of buildings, a lot of homes, a lot of houses were very unique, right? They had a whole consultancy some years ago, I think maybe about 10 to 15 years ago, where they may kind of look at a lot of the houses that are built, you know, around what I call the old Belize City, like when they talk about
somebody still it by Belize City.
Not just the big fancy one name, but one lot of the homes say in a Mesop, in a Queen Square area, in a Alberts, one lot of them home that they look old and run down, but when you look on the structure and the design and everything with it there, and you think about how long they would survive, they think they got value. They did do a survey to determine how many of these homes still exist, and I thought that was a good approach to understand. Listen, yes, they need to be upgraded, retrofitted, or whatever, but this represents one architectural. You know, you have anybody that has traveled to South America, like I had this opportunity one time to go. I went to Ecuador, and they got a part of Ecuador when they carry what they call the old city. We part they preserve and restore the look of the town from then time there, and I'm a great experience. So, like for me, the swing bridge, as rusty and as broke down as it is, when you really go to think about it, that one signature, landmark, distinguishing mark of Belize City, and it has been that case for a long while. Like if if you want one photograph to make people know where you're there, per planet Earth. One photo. That's one of the photos where you could use. I don't know. That would be one of the photos. You put that up. Don't put no writing. Don't put nothing else. You just put that up, and I am sure that the Belize City. So for me, just saying, oh, we get modern and we got this flat thing and this is what we got and it look good. Like respect. I know they had to try. Throw water.
I welcome new things. But I don't have problem with new things.
Okay.
But don't get rid of the whole. Put it in our kind of we could see. We could see where we come from. I hope they know.
There is value, you see. There is value.
Yeah.
I think even in a rundown state, and I said it yesterday and I say it again, that when they got rid of the old market, the reports that I got is that those things were actually exported, that somebody come and buy the thing. They never tell you that part, but because it was such a unique thing, it was such a and we look upon it like junk. We look upon it like junk because we wanted this big modern looking 3-4 story thing. Okay, but we have to get some consciousness aware how value is created. I guess if people are look upon it and say, we don't want to hear all of that. That yesterday thing, make we get something new, a new style, a new energy. Okay, won't you? Me personally, speaking for myself, I did, for people who know my origins, know that in the early part of my life, swing bridge is a reality for me. So I know what it is for get catch intentionally. Sometimes you try to get catch on the swing bridge when you swing.
I know the experience that.
Like the experience I get catch on swing bridge as a child, because you really want, but you're not allowed to. But you say, I never realized and done the swing, and you got a big excuse plan. There was also the times when you really try to get across before you swing, and you miss it, you have to wait. Like they're not part of the culture.
One of my memories as a little boy is that we was jump on the bridge to go help the man name because the man power for me turn the bridge.
Yeah.
Check.
That one of the greatest
uncle workers where there's got uncle workers who turn the bridge, where there's got regular standby there, where they just jump on the bridge and go help the man for just what I'm saying?
It's one of the greatest photographs I would say that we have is a photograph of a bunch of brothers swing bridge, including my bedroom, Sean Peter, they on a photograph. I think it's one of the top photographs we have. You know the photograph?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen the photograph. To my mind, it's one of the top photographs of them swinging the bridge. Now, obviously, the bridge not swing again. And they say Anita, they rotten, rust up and whatever.
Rotten. I put the rest to it. And listen to me. One word, you do it time.
Okay, Birds.
You do it time. It don't look like nothing we could.
No, I know. Listen to me. Anything that has been made can be made again. So
blame me with Mose, but the people who, when we get wrong when the bridge, they must have done pass away. When we know the inner of the bridge and know the engineers, they must have done pass away. And they don't hear the memory don't strong like that again.
Right. So now how? Okay, I hear you, brother. We are see how it go now.
I want to say one more thing now.
The way this now exam.
If they put a new bridge.
Yes, sir.
You think because they have to put it at a height, like the pedestrian walking, so that boat could pass freely.
Aye.
They have to. That don't go another additional cost to that.
Then what you are doing, you put up the temporary bridge. I don't think you want to break it down.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I think about container fisherman we've been.
But I'm very interested to see whether the quality of the temporary bridge, because then they want to cost money, and then what you want to do, you put up the new bridge and we on the broke down the temporary bridge, but the temporary bridge will have to be well done. You can't build a temporary bridge or the temporary bridge will just be for your walk. I don't know, brother. We have to make
it. Want a fancy thing, man. You want a fancy thing. You want a fancy thing. We want work electronically. You want a fancy work electronically. Eventually, can move and go back to where we start from.
I don't know if that's the photo, but that's...
You see how China...
That's not a classic photo, but... Huh?
You see how China open? How that does open? Can open, you know?
Yeah, but when last that open?
This is what I say. I hope that we want a project there. One of the new moment thing where by the end of the no shall, yeah.
You know where they're going right now is that people are waiting for day one when the work start, and I bet you day one when people experience whatever they experience, that then we have got the phone, the ring off the hook with people, the cuss. That's what happening, you know, brother. Because we don't got the people don't got time to complain about something where theoretical on it, theoretically is on its way, but you know come yet. They will wait for when it's there. They will wait for when they experience whatever they experience. Then we want to know. Then the people who build the bridge want to know.
Wait, the way I say, listen to me, please. I beg you, when you talk to me, that I'm going to call when I call more and the way you do that. Theoretical what?
But theoretical, like I don't want right now. That one theory. That's something we don't exist yet. The inconvenience not happen yet. We want to get pissed off when we actually the experience nonsense. Then we are real about it. But I think I wouldn't want to know that again. I said this. They better have engineers that some smart people. You have to become an engineer, you have to go at maths, you have to go at
that's what she want to deal with, boy.
Respect. So she obviously got a bright in her head. So engineers are bright people, brother. And you don't just become an engineer, you can't go buy your degree. So I don't try to disrespect the engineers in no way, right? They people are know what they do. But beside engineers, you got people who are serve as the project managers, and they have to work out everything. And so it is troubling to me that the people who want to do this work never conscious that BWS got one big pipe they run underneath of the bridge. Like I don't know, very troubling that they missed that. But we are all human beings, and there are times when we mess up. So I don't want to assume that they're conscious of how they want to deal with the boats we have to go up and down. The temporary bridges or whatever you do, you don't have to figure out, no wait till when, boy, we got a bunch of fishermen, people where they run tours, and so you got a whole marina. We got private boats and so up that side. Again.
Well, I'll tell you this. They one way there. I remember they were team effort. So the engineers over there and the one when they bring in, they wanted there with their blueprint. There's no other place today. They knew that what have to be involved. We have to get the approval. So they knew that. Not only they knew that.
But they're saying the report on the news is that they never know. So
at Mose, I don't want to hear that. Come on, Mose. You know better and I know better. Mose, let me be real. Anything when you have built a blueprint, when you have a blueprint, you have to involve all parties. Because BE have to be involved, water have to be involved, this one have to be involved, everybody have to be involved. So everybody know the role of the player. Break. So they know that today. So they don't wonder why no, they cannot, so you know what? Later, because I'm going to something.
Break. That's why it's unbelievable to me, because I would be of that same view that this is something that you would have when you get the first draft papers. You will have the drawings of the bridge. You would be able to access that. I think you know how you're going about the way you want to do. Like this is another project where that would be standard approach to removing and putting in place something that will make sure you know what is there.
Why I say they know that big brother is because everybody in that community, in that area, in that surroundings have access to water. So it's obvious that they know that when they want to do a lot of digging and do a lot of groundwork, these people will be affected like in between, and they will inform these people construction work the one. So this on water might have to come out fairly 2-3 hours. So they know these things most. But why it leads so far to spend $5 million power?
So when are they
Why?
When are the official? When are the official beginning of the works? When day?
I don't think that yet. I'll find out that before. They put it out.
This bridge thing, they frustrate you a lot, brother. you would think that you drive early in the morning every day, and that also.
Listen to me, Mose.
Yes, sir.
Put Brick City, and then you know, like when I talk, so even for you, all right, I got to find, but that's a business. I give myself the flowers when I live on earth because I appreciate. I love what I do, and I do what I love. But listen to me. Put Brick City and Belize City together.
Brick.
We don't get that name because somebody can. No, but the thing is, most I see these things. People they talk about these things.
All right, brother.
And these people bring up their conversations, Joe. And sometimes I feel frustrated because I tell the people, like, you telling me, right?
All right, you do not work with the Ministry of Infrastructure. You don't work. But the point is, though, brother, I just to say. You're not only the report upon the concern, you get very riled up. That's all I'm saying. I get it. It's
because I believe them, brother.
Okay.
I will see these things. Anyway, okay. Quick thing before I go show, before I kick off. This thing here, ma'am, Commissioner of Police, right? Please, because I noticed now that to get information, it's out there. With social media, you can't stop it. Commissioner, yes, you could get your report every time, and you could have this idea and say, you know what, put this out. Because remember, they go and rule upon if the department don't put it out, then officially confirm. But you see, say, here is so. But here is so more powerful. Here is so powerful right now with social media that you don't have to wait for the department put out anything will happen because the department is with the media right now that certain things they want to put out and certain things they don't want to put out, and if they don't put it out, it's not confirmed. When I got bad news to the commissioner time change, you have to come up to the time because with social media. Trust me,
there's a saying.
5 different angles and the story there. And the thing with social media, as a box it drop. As a box it drop. Then in a way, then you go and put a report together, and then when you tell me the report, that's not only on social media, because you get for the heart is mouth yourself. Because the victim and the people who have been through whatever happened, they go to the forefront and they come make us know this is how it happened. And that's the power with social media. That's the power. So you can't sit down there and say, well, we have put this out today, we have put that out today. Where the commissioner commissioner, I just put on.
Yeah, so there's a saying, a foolish dog barks at a flying bird. So that is a classic example of barking at a flying bird. That wastes energy and waste of time. You can't you can't stop that. That never get that.
No, this goes back to where I tell you.
This never get started. But you know what? I finished talk, brother.
It's a little show, man. Never got a couple minutes. I gotta be calm who say about when they come and I don't give a break. So when I give a break, I just make off.
Make I just finish because when you listen, sometimes you add information to where you know. That's why I listen. That's why I listen to you. No, that's about my show. No, come on, brother. I don't rep like that. I just say the practice of media having personal relationships. In fact, I know that you've had media houses that have professional relationships with inside people within the police department. They are on the payroll. So this was not invented with Facebook or social media or online news agencies. This is the practice of media having sources within the police department so that they can get a jump on information that they go on for a very long time. So the very fact that they think that this happened now with it's just probably just because of the sheer number of these agencies that are now in this all-out race, because what happens is that their model is based, as you have accurately described, their race is to who can be first. So in the past, in traditional media, whether newspaper come out once a week for a long time before Manila start come out twice a week. The news people got their news time when they want come on, whether the 6 or 6:30 or the midday old school, the midday newscast, I mean a big newscast, the evening newscast, I mean a big newscast. And then we get introduced to breaking news on the radio, and then that way kind of fast forward with to you have to get the information directly from within the police department, because now that become one thing. And now then you have social media come now, with part you have, I don't even know how much Facebook news agencies we now have, but for their business model about, what they sell is now and our race, because you can't make nobody beat you to it. So that's how things have evolved. I think they're wasting time. Like I understand. Really. I think what they should do is to just call in the various stakeholders when they do this kind of work, tell them about some of work with them, establish certain protocols to make them understand, hey, we know that you're try be first, but certain things could happen. I am of the view that most of these online agencies want have discretion and have some understanding. They have to develop it, because that comes with the job. There has to be some sense of responsibility to accuracy, and also a responsibility to make sure that you're not jeopardize important information. So you have to build a relationship. You can't just come out and say, oh, you want to shut that down. I don't see how that one work. I think you're the...
No, they can't shut that down, because they chat them outside. They chat that the one they do in a society, and they pop off, they say no, kite.
It's now. It's now or never. Bro, it's now or never. If you're not bust it now, worth nothing 2 hours for now. That's the world we live in now.
Don't say.
All right, brother. Gone. This is WB. We're going to 2 cents come. We take our first break, come back. We got more. This is Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes on this Tuesday morning.
This is XTV. I got a big respect to our sponsors, 4-Point Security. All right, people, this 2 cents we want to ask people about mental stress, mental health. We want to ask about even depression. A lot of people might get depressed and even know what depression means, because they have all different forms, all right, and symptoms. So we could find out what depression means. All right, let's go find out people at 2 cents. Depression?
No sadness. Like when I'm sad. Depression when I'm sad, right?
Yeah, you're 2 cents.
Yeah.
When you're sad?
Yeah.
All right. What do you know about depression? What are you meaning of depression? My meaning different. I don't want to know what your 2 cents on it. Can you know depression or?
Yeah, well, I say most of the time comes from people who have problem and like stress, and then they just keep it in, and then you don't want to talk like what really happened today, right? So that's my 2 cents, right?
Okay. I like that. Thank you. 2 cents question today. What are your meaning of depression?
All right. So my meaning for me, you set your goals for the day, you set daily goals, you set weekly goals, you set monthly goals. And now for that day, you don't accomplish everything you want, but you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then you realize, okay, all right, I'm behind in the week. You know, but you got next week, the month not done yet, you got monthly goals. Eventually you realize you're behind, you never accomplish everything you want for that month. You're going into the next month a little rougher than how you approach that month, you know. But you always keep a positive mind, you know, I know who starts. That's my meaning of depression right there.
Yeah, your 2 cents.
My 2 cents.
Well, my definition of depression, when time you go through stuff and you don't have support.
That's your 2 cents.
That's my 2 cents.
To be honest, depression means like I don't have the facility to do what I want, to get what I want.
Okay.
Stuff like that, you know. That just depressed me in getting my job done and finding work so I can survive.
What man do?
I wouldn't put women in the league.
This Mother's May, celebrate the woman who makes the house feel like home all month long. Great deals like 15% off bathroom and kitchen fixtures from Moen, Hansgrohe, and Duraflow. Plus 15% off Hispasensa tiles, Stormguard windows, and 40% off Sunlight windows. And 15% off Berger paints and huge savings on clearance colors. So come in to Habet and Abet or Brothers Abet, call us or WhatsApp us today and make this Mother's May one to remember. Happy Mother's Day to all marvelous moms.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism, so we decided, you know, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from them it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing hereby advises the public of the commencement of works for temporary bridge crossings at 2 locations in Belize City. The first temporary bridge crossing is being constructed near the Belcan Bridge, extending between the Belize Water Services Limited (BWSL) parking lot on the south side and the vacant lot adjacent to the Save-You store on the north side. Construction of a second temporary bridge crossing near the Swing Bridge between the Bottom Dollar parking area and Regent Street West is scheduled to commence during the week of May 18, 2026. Works at both locations generally include driving of foundation piles, placement of bridge girders, construction of reinforced concrete deck structures, associated marine and support works. To facilitate construction activities, barges and other marine equipment may be positioned within the Haulover Creek and may remain in place until work is completed. The temporary bridge structures are being constructed to maintain public access and traffic circulation during the planned reconstruction of the Swing Bridge and Pelican Bridge later this year. MIDH advises all mariners and users of the Haulover Creek that active construction zones will be in effect at both locations. As such, all marine vessels are hereby advised that a no-wake zone will be enforced for approximately 200 feet on either side of each construction area. Operators of marine vessels and all users of the Haulover Creek are asked to exercise caution when navigating through work zones, observe all posted signage and safety instructions, reduce speed and comply with no-wake restrictions, remain attentive to construction personnel and equipment, extend courtesy and cooperation with workers on site. The Ministry thanks the public and the maritime community for their patience, understanding, and cooperation as we work to modernize and improve the nation's infrastructure. For further information on the project, please contact the Project Execution Unit at 614-3195.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology, it's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures, customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter, smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights, distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Believes Morning Vibes. Mose Hyde hosting on Creme Radio XTV on this Tuesday morning, 19th of May, 2026. And of course, we're in the business of conversation, so we've got our phone line. It's open for you right now. The number is 280-5848. We invite you to jump in and express your thoughts and views and concerns. That's what we're here to do. That's plan A. In the event that you are delayed in getting on and we have an empty phone, then, well, of course, I have to run my mouth a little bit more than I would like to, but that's just the way it works. We love when you are here. We could back and forth, we could reason, we could engage. That's what the WB is about. So again, I repeat, the telephone number, 280-5848. Right now, nobody there you could jump in. You can't make an excuse. It's supposed to be you. They're on right now. No. We've had another case of child abuse coming out west, where a teacher is alleged to have sexually violated and assaulted a student in a primary school. And we now have no less than the special envoy for children, who happens to be the wife of the Prime Minister, speaking on the need for us to have a sex offender registry and having it open so that people can be protected. They know who these people are and they know where they are. And of course, in other countries, that is something that is done in different variations. I think we had a report that demonstrates how different countries, have it set up. The one that is probably the most, at least that I know of, that is most thorough and transparent would be the way they do it in the United States of America. And so the thinking behind this is that if somebody has been, well, the reason for having the sex offender list is that individuals who are found to commit something as vile as this, what the general consensus is that these people are always going to struggle, and they're always going to, very likely, high probability exists that even when these individuals get convicted of this crime, they get punished, whatever the punishment is, could be a long time in prison. When they come out, they are still somebody that you have to watch, because you don't want those individuals around children. You don't want them. The way that these societies try to minimize the chance for children being violated is that, one, we must always keep our eyes on you. We must know where you are. You have to report in. If you're going to move from one district to another district, you're going to move from one neighborhood to another neighborhood, we need to know. All right? And so that, I believe, is what is being asked for, what is being advocated for. And generally, it's one of the things that all Belizeans can agree on. There's a lot we don't agree on, but we unanimously have a great dislike. And in fact, it's a stronger word, really. Don't just dislike them. I think generally we have a scorn for individuals who violate a child sexually, because it is the damage that is done. And the damage is, unlike a physical wound that heals, the damage that is done by a child that is violated by an adult, that all studies show that they are forever affected. Yes, you can have interventions, you can have therapy, counseling, you can try to minimize the impact, but you can't eliminate the impact. It's really a very destructive assault on the core of a human being at an age when they should be just be left to be innocent, enjoying life, whatever it is they're doing. And so unanimously we scorn, and we will collectively say we think that those individuals should be dealt with harshly, because we see what they do is vile. And what again most data indicate is that the offender is usually somebody that the family knows, is usually somebody that is close, is somebody that has a previous relationship with the victim. So it's more likely when a child has been assaulted for it to be somebody that is within her ring of familiarity rather than a total stranger. Yes, you have cases where it's a total stranger, but that's in the minority. The majority of these assaults are done by individuals that to some extent have gained a bit of trust. Sometimes it's a family member, sometimes it's the friend of a family. In this case of the latest report we hear from somebody who is a teacher. And we have seen a number of these cases. And it's not that the profession is such that, well, teachers are the bad people or whatever. It's that people who have these inclinations, who have these sick desires, gravitate towards professions where they can have access and build relationships with their potential victims. That's the sickness in their mind. So there is a need to understand that, one, I don't know if somebody has been found guilty of a sex crime. I feel like certain rights have been reduced. Like, yes, we ought to know where they are, because they will forever be a threat. They will forever be a high-risk person. So there has to be a process of monitoring them, knowing where they are. I don't know if it has to be that everybody has access to that list and everybody can monitor. I don't know how you all think and what you feel. But I think that at the level of the enforcement, constant monitoring of those individuals is critical. And especially if somebody is a multiple offender, then I think that individual has to be out there. We have to know, where those persons are. Because you can't assume that a family, that everybody in all areas of the country are keeping track of every single body that has committed a sexual offense on a child. It's like people to live their life. And you might hear of a very bad report, but how many of you can facially recognize somebody that has been found guilty of a sex crime in the past? Like, how many of you have any idea of any recollection of how the person look and what they name and what they do? It's like we are not tracking that. Very, very few people can say, oh, I know all the list of sexual offenders who have been found guilty over the last, I don't know, let's say 15 to 20 years. That's not a very likely scenario. So you would have families, so you might have institutions. Unfortunately, these institutions have to do thorough, diligent check on people's background, but people can escape through the cracks. And that is, in my view, what the system has to prioritize. How to reduce completely any possibility of that individual getting through the cracks and getting a chance to commit a crime of this nature again. So it is one thing for an individual who has no record of doing this, and then they do it. I would say, well, we didn't know. We didn't know that individual. No, we must always have some level of consciousness of protecting children, always. And there always has to be a consciousness in schools, especially, that they ensure that children have a clear understanding of what to be a comfort to say, listen, something has happened, I'm uncomfortable with that, and making that report. No. For the younger children, that might be a bit complicated as to how you share that, but families know how they do what they do. But there always has to be a constant conversation in a way that doesn't expose the child to any of the graphic nature, but to have that child know that they should always come to their parent. And in the case if you're running an institution or a program, you have a sports program for children, there has to be a built-in awareness to make sure that children feel comfortable to be able to speak if something is happening that is not going in any kind of right way. There's so many things we need to do, so much different systems we have to build. But sometimes the state just plain out fail. And I spoke on this a couple of weeks ago, where we have this case where an individual is found guilty. I have a call. Let me take the call. Krem, good morning, WB.
Brother Mose.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, greetings, bro.
Brother Mose.
Yeah.
I will tell you something. As long as these people say they want to protect children, they have to show us the registry.
Lower your radio, your computer, whatever it is you're listening to the show on, my brother.
I don't know it.
All right, because I'm going to hear it in the background. Okay, go ahead. You are a supporter of the sex registry.
Yes, I think that I should know, and people should know who lives either there, who lives wrong there. I mean, who the monks there, who the kids come in contact with. I mean, when I really grew up, they had one person that we know where everybody tell you, I'm not go wrong, he will kill you. And that was our sex registry. But at that time, maybe it wasn't as, well, it probably was as prevalent as today, but it was just more quiet, no? But I would support a registry. I mean, I notice a lot of time in the interest they say to protect the child who has been affected, they don't show us the person who actually commit the new offense. And then the wrong people I don't even know. You don't know unless you go in a court the day and you see it, or you might, have some intimate knowledge, but then the fact remains. I read a case or SAR case in the U.S. where a prisoner was released from jail more than 1 year, and he couldn't leave the prison because nobody wanted him to be their neighbor. His mother decided, I'm going to buy a farm and go all the way outside, and the people also say, we don't want him around us. So, I think that's not a bad idea. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I don't think that it is a bad idea because it would protect. I mean, I would think that the special envoy would be fighting tooth and nail for something like this. But I will tell you this sad reality, Mose. You know that when you go to the social or the family court or the domestic violence unit and all of these places, you know when you did there, you realize something where you not believe. And if somebody can't tell you why you are wasting time to go there, you know what you have said, no, I agree. Until you can realize that these people don't really have your best interests at heart. You know when these people are going to show up? When you kill somebody, all of a sudden rules and regulations. But I have had a situation recently where I was screaming out for help, assistance, and the only person who called me back was Yaya Marine and said, brother, I hear you, I feel you. You could try this, you could try that. Not a single family court. As a matter of fact, I called 911 one day and they hung up on me and I called back and I called the DVU, the Domestic Violence Unit from the police department. And the lady, the police lady said, well, go kill her then. Now you weren't going to jail.
What?
Man, it was frightening more.
What?
That the police who, I told the police, I said, miss, I understand why people resort to extreme violence, to killing their father, because the lady said, well, go kill her. Now you weren't going to jail. That don't mean it. Why? I even if I wanted to do something more, if you encourage me to do it, yeah, make I say what? I won't do it, you know? But I mean, until you in the situation, Brother Mose, until you find yourself in the situation of going to the social department, the family court, or the DVU in Belize, you will know what I did tell you that no joke or Calimo just want make them people look bad. I have been there. I have personally had to go through this thing. And I want to tell you something. These people are the out of your best interest at all. Then they do a job and then they try to tell you most of the time, then they tell you no. I mean, as a matter of fact, the family court advice to me was lacking. It was tragic. That
was terrible. That was terrible. But I think just to go back to the sexual offender thing, again, and I don't know if you misunderstood, but yes, the special envoy is the one that has raised this with I believe a post, really advocating that this needs to be done. I think what we also need to, that sounds good and everything, but what each of these incidents should tell us, because the data is overwhelming. The threat to our child is not some stranger walking on the street and don't talk to strangers. Well, the data says that the danger is not a stranger. The data says that the persons who commit these acts, that somebody where your child knew and very likely where you know, and unfortunately somebody where you think is okay. So we always have this super belief that we know people, we know we could judge character. Character is a hard thing to judge because some people are excellent at masking who they are. And I'm sure that you know this, but Kalimo, that ultimately you might say, Uncle so and so, well, he not just always to bring gifts for niece, and such a nice person and full of love and always a smile and he always ready for help. And if there's a trust that builds up, but you have to understand, as difficult as it is, it's not personal. You can't let down your guard with anybody. Don't let down your guard with me, don't let down your guard with Kalimo, don't let down your guard with anybody. Because you take the wrong person for it's like they say mistake on wolf and lamb, you got some serious problems. So you have to always leave enough distrust. You're a nice person, people talk good about you, but no get too close, and always you know, oh, you want to take my child, go somewhere, go to a park. Nah, you're a nice person, but we don't play that role. That's not how we roll. That is not disrespectful. That is intelligence. So yeah, one sex registry and all of that, but also having these conversations and having the kind of educational campaigns to make people understand, especially you're sending your child to school. My God, man, you don't expect that the teacher is there trying to figure out how to trick the child. But again, if you check the data, the global data, that's how things go. You know, your people for a long time may think, oh, the one person where we could trust that the priest. Well, how did that work out? So you have to always go on a level of distrust, brother. Always.
Brother Mose.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that the data from the one where I read at least says that 95% of murders occur by somebody we all know? It's very rare when a total stranger just walk up to you and kill you for nothing. 95% of the people who are killed by someone who know them. So I would believe your data would be right on point.
You know who are the first? You know who are the first person?
Walk up to a stranger and do the.
You know who are the first person? You know who is always the first suspect when a woman is killed?
Your husband.
It's suspect number one.
The husband is killed, the wife is the first suspect.
First suspect. The first suspect.
We look at the closest people around you
first suspect
who would have reasons or motives or gripes to make the move, and I want to tell you something. Brother Mose, I will tell you this.
So when you call the domestic violence unit to tell them that you had reached a level of anger and that you needed help,
yeah,
the response given to you was, go ahead.
One response was, we don't come just because you have a problem. We come when we want, we come to talk. This was scary, and I'm not lying. I have no need to call the radio and tell a lie on these institutions. Until today, I have called the radio on several radio stations, and not one single person from the domestic or the family court or the social department has called me and said, Mr. Calibo, what's the problem? The closest I got was Plus TV said they're going to call somebody to counsel me. I don't need counseling more. I needed help at the moment. And I realized that the best way to find help was to go on a sabbatical and just walk the hell away from that situation before it gets really ugly. Because the people who were supposed to be there, if in case I need, because Brother Mose, I'll tell you this, if I have an argument with a lady, I'm going to call the police. I am that guy who knows that when the police reach, cannot take my side. So make I call first. Even if the argument is not serious, like I be the one to call. Because I don't know when the police reach the bad guy. You see, I am the bad guy. I will automatically be the bad guy. So I try my very best. But I will tell you this, Mose. I am glad you are there this morning. And this happens to a lot of people. It doesn't only happen to men. It happens to women, and it doesn't only happen to women. It happens to men. That men are in situations that they find themselves they're drowning, and they're dying, and they're screaming for help. And when the people who are around you, for example, you go to your family don't want to know nothing. They already said a man up. You're a big man, stop the cry or stop the make the thing, and nobody. But the minute something happens, you are automatically the bad guy. So I realized that, if I am in a situation and I'm trying to see how to resolve the situation. But if I take this turn, it doesn't. I have tried everything. So when I reach that point, the only thing I have not tried was to walk away. And it's not easy. It's not really and truly, it wasn't easy to just say, you know what? But the family court advice was, get a protective order and take her out of the house. And I kept asking, and then where would my children go? Where would my children, where I have with this woman, even though we are having an issue, I might be upset with their mother, yes, but not enough for them to go punish with their mother. You understand what I said? And I walked away. It wasn't easy in the beginning because, when you find yourself in a situation where you think these people love you and now these people are treating you like a pile of hot. The thing is that it's not an easy thing, Brother Mose, but one of the best things to do is to step back and say, no, something, you're bigger than this. And you call the radio all the time and tell people about the song where you like, I always say, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. You understand me? So let it go.
Where the song come from again, Kalimur?
Huh?
Where the song come from?
Frozen. When you got a lot of that, you have to watch Frozen or a lot. So I watch Princess Elsa movies a lot when they were babies. Now they don't want to watch no damn Frozen. But when they were at that stage.
Kalimur, I gotta go to break. Let it go, let it go, let it go, bro.
Oh?
Let it go. We go to break. We'll be back Tuesday morning, WUB.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing hereby advises the public of the commencement of works for temporary bridge crossings at 2 locations in Belize City. The first temporary bridge crossing is being constructed near the Belcan Bridge, extending between the Belize Water Services Limited (BWSL) parking lot on the south side and the vacant lot adjacent to the Save You store on the north side. Construction of a second temporary bridge crossing near the Swing Bridge between the Bottom Dollar parking area and Regent Street West is scheduled to commence during the week of May 18, 2026. Works at both locations generally include driving of foundation piles, placement of bridge girders, construction of reinforced concrete deck structures, associated marine and support works. To facilitate construction activities, barges and other marine equipment may be positioned within the Hallover Creek and may remain in place until work is completed. The temporary bridge structures are being constructed to maintain public access and traffic circulation during the planned reconstruction of the Swing Bridge and Belcan Bridge later this year. MIDH advises all mariners and users of the Hallover Creek that active construction zones will be in effect at both locations. As such, all marine vessels are hereby advised that a no-wake zone will be enforced for approximately 200 feet on either side of each construction area. Operators of marine vessels and all users of the Hallover Creek are asked to exercise caution when navigating through work zones, observe all posted signage and safety instructions, reduce speed and comply with no-wake restrictions, remain attentive to construction personnel and equipment, extend courtesy and cooperation with workers on site. The Ministry thanks the public and the maritime community for their patience, understanding, and cooperation as we work to modernize and improve the nation's infrastructure. For further information on the project, please contact the Project Execution Unit at 614-3195.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Welcome to Design Depot, where you'll find premium quality products from trusted brands, all in one place. Visit us today for quality products, expert service, and the brands you trust. Design Depot, all in one place.
Nokche Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism, so we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from them it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
This Mother's May, celebrate the woman who makes the house feel like home all month long. Great deals like 15% off bathroom and kitchen fixtures from Moen, Hansgrohe, and Duraflow. Plus 15% off Hispasensa tiles, Stormguard windows, and 40% off Sunlight windows. And 15% off Berger paints and huge savings on clearance colors. So come in to Habet and Abet or Brothers Abet, call us or WhatsApp us today and make this Mother's May one to remember. Happy Mother's Day to all marvelous moms.
I am so excited, so happy. Thank you again, Minister. Thank you, everybody that show up here. And I love to see the whole foundation. It looks so beautiful. I'm a fair victim, and so far when my structure went down to nothing, I was down. I had to start from scratch. Now I can do my best. I can extend it. I can do good to it. I really love it, really happy, and really blessed with it.
Her daughters and son can have an environment where they can study, they can sleep safe, they can feel safe. But more important is that it uplifts their confidence, their self-esteem. And at the same time, this is a good testament of what MIDH is doing and the government of Belize through Plan Belize 2.0 to get people out of poverty. I myself grew up in an extremely poor situation whereby I wish I could have owned one of these houses when I was growing up. But since I didn't have that privilege, but now God has blessed us through other ways where we are better off, we have to bring that blessings to the people that have that need.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Mose Hyde in the house with you on this Tuesday morning. Or earlier, before the last break, we kind of took on this issue of sex offenders in the country. One child being violated, any at all, is just a horrible nightmare. It's something we all, I can tell you, nothing gets us unanimously pissed off more than any report of a child being violated. And so all these reports coming out, and when people betray the trust, somebody who's a teacher, last week and a half ago we had a police officer who had a second opportunity after facing charges for a similar offense prior. It's really gets to you. So we're just, we respect the fact that the Special Envoy, Mrs. Besenio, has stepped into the conversation, making one, in my view, suggestion as to one of the things that needs to be done. We know that it's something that is tried in other countries to kind of make people know where sex offenders are. Now that's for those who have been found guilty of the offense and then have done time. What do you do when they're released? Because this is not a kind of inclination, or this is not something where generally prison time is going to get that person to be completely brand new, change what they're into, what they want, right? That's again, the science is there to show that, and the data is to show that once somebody has done this once, they very likely, if they get a chance, they will do it again. And so making sure that such individuals are checking in at the very least is critical. That's a part of it. But I think what is being promoted is that we should have a transparent thing where people can go and check online, for example, to see who these people are and then to know where they are, because very few of us have any mental recollection of all the people who have been guilty of sex offense in the country and who have served time. You could probably go into some news archives and try to find these individuals, but that's tedious work. Generally, we lose track of them. That's the reality. So it's fair for us to consider that, but that's not the only thing that we have to look at, because we have to create the awareness that very, very often the people who are in a position of trust and people we are familiar with, and your child is familiar with, that's potentially going to be, or is more likely to be, the person that does something wrong to your child, not some absolute stranger. And that is not to say you don't care about strangers. It's to say, though, it is the person that is within our radius that we have to make sure that we check. And a brother I have great respect for weighed in on it via a WhatsApp message saying that he believes that there should be interviewing of children at random, by external counselors to build a database of patterns and trends. I think schools and places where children are placed in your trust have to figure out how you reduce the vulnerability that children have in these circumstances, right? It can't just be, because while we don't want to admit it, we know of instances where administrators will try to protect the image of a school, and some instances will just try to, on the low, maybe fire an individual or move them out, but that individual then moves on, right? So maybe you're trying to protect your image, protect your, you don't want to be damaged by something like this, but then you are exposing other children elsewhere to that same kind of assault and violation. So we know it happens, and we have to confront these things, and we have to have honest conversations about them. So at the very least, you need to try things. You need to implement things. You have to make the changes and really step up, because it can't be like we just because of the news give you this sense like this becomes so commonplace. It's like every minute you hear about a child being violated by a predator. We need to step up. We need to step up to protect our children. It is 8:43. We're behind a break, so we're going to take this break and come back.
Prepare for the sweltering heat with a Rheem AC unit to keep you and your family cool and cozy. Get the recommended BTU for your bedroom or living room and enjoy complete comfort. You can also save some much-needed cash with an inverter unit, which provides superior energy efficiency. When the heat is on, stay cool with an affordable, dependable AC unit from Rheem. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Now that we have the new water system, it has improved the lives of these people a lot.
The life of my village get better. Now we have our potable water in our house.
الشال شقيل بال بس استخا أكري شريش لقها أوستيك ما نخليها عن قتيو أم أوستيك بانكوش مان كمان نشبانكو تو نكوشيك شتاو عليقها نكاشوك شقوكا نكوشيك شبوشوكات كتسنخوانك أوستيك بياك.
I thanks for the minister to help us for drilling this well and give us the pump.
Right now, I see my village is getting good. I see water system, I see road, and we have our health post there.
We want to say thanks to the government of Belize, thanks to those that were there for Machakila, and we truly appreciate the support that is given.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism, and we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank just make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, after that, help you out right now. When I this daily? For 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
I would welcome back WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Mose is in the house with you, and we have run short of time. We have very little remaining on this morning. Just let me take this final segment to just remind you that we are looking for your support, your strength, sharing strength to strength. And we're asking you to come out, support our barbecue. We're having a barbecue on this Friday. It starts at 11. It's at this compound right here on Mandela Drive / Barchi Street, whichever one you want to call it. And we are, as you can see, if you're watching XTV, we've got chicken, and we got chicken and Italian sausage combination thing going on. And you know, it's just to give us that strength to continue to provide the work. So we're going to have various ways that you can you know, make sure that you support the mediums that you choose, that you want to, that carries on your work and represents what you are into and what you are about. So this is your way. This is an important way, right? So you know, it's just a barbecue, and but it's more you coming out, come back here, link with the way we are there, and You don't get one great barbecue plate. You know, like some regular thing, not because of fundraising thing mean that, you know, we kind of shortchange you on quality. No, because when it comes to food, we know how we go. We want the best of that all the time. We make sure the thing tastes good. So we very confident because we've had many of these before. We do barbecue, we do turkey dinner, we do all of that before. We know how we represent. We believe in make sure the thing A plus, right? So that's this coming Friday. Mark the date. You could call with numbers during the day. Make sure that you add your thing up front because we don't want to get left out, right? Good. We're going to take the last break, come back and close off the show for today.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. Everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from then it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank does make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
This Mother's May, celebrate the woman who makes the house feel like home all month long. Great deals like 15% off bathroom and kitchen fixtures from Moen, Hansgrohe, and Duraflow. Plus 15% off Hispasensa tiles, Stormguard windows, and 40% off Sunlight windows. And 15% off Berger paints and huge savings on clearance colors. So come in to Habet and Abet or Brothers Abet, call us or WhatsApp us today and make this Mother's May one to remember. Happy Mother's Day to all marvelous moms.
You're up against some tough challenges. But not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now. Introducing Ridgeline Lubricants. A homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing hereby advises the public of the commencement of works for temporary bridge crossings at 2 locations in Belize City. The first temporary bridge crossing is being constructed near the Belcan Bridge, extending between the Belize Water Services Limited (BWSL) parking lot on the south side and the vacant lot adjacent to the Save-You store on the north side. Construction of a second temporary bridge crossing near the Swing Bridge between the Bottom Dollar parking area and Regent Street West is scheduled to commence during the week of May 18, 2026. Works at both locations generally include driving of foundation piles, placement of bridge girders, construction of reinforced concrete deck structures, associated marine and support works, To facilitate construction activities, barges and other marine equipment may be positioned within the Haulover Creek and may remain in place until work is completed. The temporary bridge structures are being constructed to maintain public access and traffic circulation during the planned reconstruction of the Swing Bridge and Pelican Bridge later this year. MIDH advises all mariners and users of the Haulover Creek that active construction zones will be in effect at both locations. As such, all marine vessels are hereby advised that a no-wake zone will be enforced for approximately 200 feet on either side of each construction area. Operators of marine vessels and all users of the Haulover Creek are asked to exercise caution when navigating through work zones, observe all posted signage and safety instructions, reduce speed and comply with no-wake restrictions, remain attentive to construction personnel and equipment, extend courtesy and cooperation with workers on site. The Ministry thanks the public and the maritime community for their patience, understanding, and cooperation as we work to modernize and improve the nation's infrastructure. For further information on the project, please contact the Project Execution Unit at 614-3195.
All right, we are done for today, but not for the week. With health and strength, we return tomorrow morning at 6:30 for the Wednesday morning edition of the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. We're glad you come by. We're glad you stay. You spend some big way. We really rate that. But let's do it again tomorrow. Remember, 6:30. We up. Wake up. Belize. Creme Radio. XTV. Larry G at Creme Radio, at XTV, Cliff directing this morning, Harlan Wagner. Have a great Tuesday. As always, stand strong, stand firm. For now, we're gone!
Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Be yourself, see yourself. This is a show, my people. Belize our hope, so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out.